Hey everyone, it's Jonathan here, founder of Driving Academy, and in today's video we're going to be doing a comparison. Should you go to CDL truck driving school or should you go to a trade school? So before we actually compare, you have to understand what we're actually comparing. So CDL school means you actually come to school and we help you understand how to drive one of these things right over here. That means you have the license to drive professionally and make money and travel where you want to go in this beautiful country of ours. Trade schools would be a school that you go to if you want to learn a specific trade. The three top trades that they're going to teach you at a trade school that you're going to be able to pick from is going to be something like plumbing, welding, or electrician. Now, both options are great, and I'm not here to say one is better than the other. The main outcome for this video is to make sure that you fully understand which option is going to be the best option for you, right? So that being said, we're going to kind of break it down category by category so we can compare these things apples to apples as easy and as fair as possible. So the first thing that we're going to be talking about is going to be how long do these schoolings take? So let's start off with the trade school side of things. So whether you want to become a welder, a plumber, or an electrician, it's going to take months to years to get it done. On average, 6 months to 2 years, depending on the program that you pick, and the school that you pick, and the trade that you're going to go after, right? There's going to be a whole lot of tests and a whole lot of time needed. And the other thing that you have to understand about the time there is, in most cases, it's going to be more of a traditional method of schooling, which means it's going to be a group class. There's going to have certain start dates for this class itself, and whether you want to do it full-time, potentially some places offer part-time training. That means that you have to work your schedule around the school's needs itself, which means a lot of people kind of get into this hiccup where all of a sudden they have their everyday life with everyday expenses that they're currently working a full-time job, and they want to invest into themselves to get themselves into a better career. Now all of a sudden they have to understand, okay, what do I have to do? Do I have to quit my job so I can go to school full-time so I can get this thing done in 6 months to 2 years? Think about all the bills I'll pile up in that time period, and that can be scary. Now, when you compare that to the CDL school side, specifically the best CDL school in the country here at Driving Academy, we have options available for all of your scheduling needs. If you're looking to do this full-time, you can be in and out within a 4 to 5 week period. That's right. That means start off with nothing and end up in 4 to 5 weeks with your CDL license if that's what you want. But in most of our students' cases, what they actually do is they're working full-time and they decide to come to school on a part-time basis. Because we don't do any group training, you get to pick your own training schedule around your own needs, which means if you want to come in on weekends at night and then weekdays, you could do that too, right? So it's going to be mix and match. We're open up 7 days a week. You get to pick the schedule around your needs. A lot of times people have like an off day during the week. Maybe you're working 5 or 6 days a week at your current job. Maybe the 1 or 2 days that you're off during the week, you can come in here and we can do some training for you so we can go around your needs, which means you can keep paying all your bills that you currently have and you can invest in yourself to better your future instead of kind of going through this hurdle of giving up everything, having your bills pile up and figuring it out later. So that being said, the next question that most people have when they're comparing one thing to the other is going to be, okay, how much is it going to cost us? So let's talk about CDL schools first. CDL schools on average are going to be anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000. This is nationwide when you actually do a nationwide search, right? For Driving Academy specifically, most of our students are in the $4,000 to $5,000 range. Now the cool thing about our programs here, no matter what location you go to, is we offer interest-free payment plans, which means we make it super affordable. $500 down is all you need to get started, no matter which course you pick. And then we could work out an interest-free payment plan for the rest, which means you can pay as you're training and there's no interest charge at all, and there's no credit checks, no background checks, no student loans, none of that stuff. Make it super, super simple. Now, when you're talking about the trade schools itself, we talked about it's a much longer course, and those courses are going to be at the low end, $10,000 to the high end, $30,000 to $35,000 itself. Now, that's a whole lot of course and a whole lot of money to do that. Now, how can you pay for that? Well, maybe you're fortunate enough to have all that money. You can just pay it in full, and God bless you, you're going to be investing into yourself moving forward. The other thing that you can do is a lot of options have like financing, and there's two main types of financing. You're going to have private financing, which means they're going to apply you with kind of a financing like a bank traditionally, or you're going to potentially get student loans approval depending on the company that you're going to go with on the school side itself. Both of those options are going to charge interest, which means by the time you're done paying for the entire course, this course is not going to cost you $30,000. It's going to cost you closer to $60,000 depending on how long it takes you to actually pay for this thing. So understand what is the actual money coming out of your pocket. So we already know if you want to get done something more flexible or much quicker, CDL license wins that one. If you want something that's cheaper and much more reasonable, CDL license also wins that one too. Now, if you have a big desire to be an electrician, a plumber, or a welder, then there's very little things I can kind of convince you, but maybe you're thinking, okay, it's going to take more time, I got to spend more money. That must mean that I'm going to make more money when I actually graduate this school, right? So let's kind of talk about that next. What is the earning potential in the job market out there? Again, with the CDL license, there's a currently 80,000 driver shortage right now. That means there's a whole lot of jobs, which means if you have your CDL license today, you can get hired like that tomorrow. And especially if you come to the best CDL school in the country here at Driving Academy, because we offer lifetime job placement. So we're here to help you out up until the day you die. Now, when it comes to the job placement rate for the trades itself, now they are starting to increase a lot because a lot of people are retiring from the trades, but it's not 80,000 jobs available just like there is with trucking itself, right? So now you might be thinking, okay, I can kind of get a job in both. There's a big need for both. CDL's a little bit more, but I would say the trade school still has a pretty high demand for jobs as well. But now let's talk about how much money you can actually make. So let's talk about starting off. So starting off, after you graduate your CDL school, you can make $50,000 to $70,000 a year. Again, that's starting. Now, starting off as a trade, you're talking $40,000 to $70,000. Now, once I read this, I might be thinking what you're thinking. So that means to go to a trade school, I have to spend more time, spend more money, and I'm not making any more money when I graduate. And that is correct. Now, you might be hearing people, hey, once you become a plumber, you can kind of start your own plumbing business. Once you become an electrician, you can start your own electrician business. And that's amazing and great, but understand that those are different skill sets than just being a good plumber or a good electrician. The thing that you also have to understand with trucking is once you have 2 years experience underneath your belt, you're considered an experienced truck driver. Now, in order to be an experienced electrician, plumber, or welder, you're talking 5 years to 10 years, right? And that's where you start seeing some increases in your pay. Now, when it comes to truck drivers, 2 years experience, you are good, you're golden, especially if you have no accidents underneath your belt. And that's where guys with 2 years experience, on average, will make close to $90,000 a year. Now, if you understand that whole math and what that compounds to, you can almost guarantee that you're gonna be making more money as a truck driver. You're gonna be a lot more secure as a truck driver. There's a lot of guys in the union for electricians or plumbers or stuff like that, and in the wintertime they're all out of work and they have to go collect unemployment. I mean, I'm just trying to help you guys out and get you guys the big picture that you need to understand. Should you go to CDL school or should you go to trade school itself? Now, in the comments below, after everything that you heard, make sure you put in comments which way you're leaning towards, or maybe you have a better point of view on this than I do, right? I'm always looking to learn, and maybe some of your comments will be shouted out on the next video. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video if you like the content. And at the end of the day, if you want to go with a CDL school itself, the best thing to do is come to cdldrivingacademy.com. Again, cdldrivingacademy.com. Find our website, find a location near you. We have locations open up nationwide, and we can help you get yourselves on the road to freedom. There's pretty much a two-step process to get your CDL license. Step number one, first pass a few different written tests to get yourself a CDL permit. Step number two, pass a 2.5-hour long road test to get your actual license. Once you go through that, we have what we call guaranteed training courses, which means you're going to do over 100 hours of training plus unlimited tries at the road test, and you're going to keep going for the test until you pass at no extra cost to you, which means you get to walk away with your CDL license as long as you don't give up, right? We're open up 7 days a week, $500 down is all you need to get started, and like I said before, we offer lifetime job placement. So what are you waiting for? So check out our website, cdldrivingacademy.com. Again, cdldrivingacademy.com. Our mission is to help 1 million people get on the road to freedom. And what's more free than getting your license, driving where you want to go, and making a boatload of money while you're doing it? So make sure, if you like this content, one more time, like and subscribe to the channel so the algorithm can help us out, get in front of more people that we can help actually get themselves on the road to freedom. Thanks, and I'll see you soon. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel. It's really going to help us out. Click on that button. And if you want to continue yourself on your road to freedom, here's more videos to watch. There's endless amounts. Hopefully we get to see each other one day very soon. Thanks.